Welcome back. I have this cell phone holder mold. I got this from Temu. Again, I said on my last video that their quality is pretty good. I'm really happy with the ones I've used so far. So I use my cell phone at work all the time when I'm out there, and I wanted to prop it up on something, and I'm always propping it up on stuff on my desk. So I decided I'm going to try to make my own cell phone holder. So I bought actually all of this stuff except the glitter from Temu. So I'm trying all their products. These are two mica powders, a little green and a little gold. And then I have glitter that I had that's kind of iridescent. I really don't know what I'm going for, but I've already mixed my colors. I think I'm just going to swirl them together. I didn't put much gold in because gold always tends to take over, but I do kind of check it against the wood stick to see if you could see through it for the opacity, and you can't really see the stick. So that's where I was going for this. So I'm literally just going to drizzle this, and I ran out of the resin. I wanted to mix more, so I'm only working with 100 milliliters and I needed about 150. So I think what I'm going to do is pour a thin coat on both of them, and then I'll go over it with a clear coat tomorrow. And I'm just going to take my heat gun once I have this poured on here and kind of meld it together. And we'll see how this works. I have no idea. I'm just, you know, messing around today in this room. Here's the gold. I really hope this doesn't take over. Gold always tends to dominate, and I didn't want to mix too much. Definitely didn't mix too much because I ran out of the resin. Well, I didn't run out of resin. I have more resin. It's just a different brand. So I was not sure if you can mix two brands. That I don't know. So I didn't want to test it. And here's the glitter. You know, if you watched me for any length of time, even though I've only been on YouTube for about a month, I do have 40 something videos out there, and you do know that I love glitter. It's in the name that I picked, glitz and glitter. So anytime something is for me, I try to always add some sparkle. So we shall see. These aren't really my favorite colors. The glitter is, but I'm not a green type, but I thought that the powder was really pretty. So I just wanted to use green for a change. I'm always using blues because anytime I sell something, I live in Southwest Florida and everybody wants everything to look like the beach. So I'm always using blues. So that's why I chose this green color today since it's for me. I'm not sure if the top or the bottom is going to look better in this one actually. I thought about doing a geode style one, but then I didn't. Wasn't sure about the shape of the mold, if that would take a geode style or not. To be honest, it's really not, it's not too far underneath the lip. It'll take a nice clear, thin clear coat tomorrow and that'll be perfect, I think. You don't want to go up over this because this fits into, I think, this side when you stand up the cell phone. I have to figure it out. I'm not exactly sure how it works. I do know I saw a picture of it holding up a phone. Now that I have it in my hands, I'm a little questionable on how it gets put together, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. It actually did pretty good for 100 milliliters. So I'm not sure if I just want to swirl it this way. I don't really think I need the heat gun. Let's try this. It's going to move. It's going to do its own thing, as resin always does. So I guess it'll just be it'll be a surprise tomorrow. All right, so I'm just going, I don't want to torch it because these are really thin. I'll just spray it with my alcohol. I've used 99% alcohol on most everything. Then I'll babysit it to make sure any bubbles that surface in just a little while, I will spray down. That's it for today, guys. So I shall surprise you tomorrow to see how all this merges together. All right, see you in just 1 second. Okay, it's the next day, and yesterday before I went to bed, I put a clear coat on. I didn't video it because it's basically just a clear coat, and I made sure that it did not cover this. I'm hoping it didn't go over. No, it's good. So and I did dome it, so there shouldn't be much scraping off. So let's get this undone and see if we could figure out how it goes. And I'm wondering what the back looks like. Now you could see the glitter did kind of go towards the center. I knew it kind of would. Oh, well, that's not too bad either. That looks kind of cool. What side do you like better, the front or the back? Guess you could use either side. And there isn't hardly anything to scrape off because the doming was really well. Let's see what this one looks like. There's the front, a little bit of scrape on that one. And the back. It's not too bad. So I'm thinking, oh, tell me it doesn't fit because I domed it. Oh my goodness, it doesn't fit because I domed it. You've got to be kidding me. So I'm going to have to trim this somehow. Okay, I will be right back. Oh my gosh, you guys. I thought I was going to have to throw this away, but yet again, my husband bails me out and he always has a solution for everything. So he went and Dremeled this, obviously, you could see that. So this goes in here like this, and then it kind of sits on there. And since I'm using my phone to video, that's how it would go on here. So I think what I'm going to do is make a decal for the back. That way when my phone's not on there, it'll have something on here. So let me figure out something to print on my Cricut and I will be right back. Okay, this is what I came up with. I thought this would be cute on there. Comfy clothes and streaming shows. So I made it to fit right there. So we're just going to get it on this transfer tape and get it on there. Now this is Strong Grip by Cricut, and it is strong. Sometimes it's too strong. But that's what I have on hand, so that's what I'm using. Some of the other ones don't transfer very well, and it gets very frustrating. That's why I use this Strong Grip. I will get this on. And I always try to pick a font that is not too hard to weed out. This one wasn't too bad, especially for how tall I was using and wide. So I'm just gonna eyeball it. This is just for me, so I don't really care. I mean, I care, but it's not that important. So because I'm putting this on, I don't know if this is permanent. I didn't look at the vinyl to see if it was permanent. If it's permanent, you probably don't have to put a clear coat over it, but I'm going to. I always seal in any decals that I have on anything with a coat or two of resin. This one will just need a coat of resin over it, and then it'll be good. So there is that. I mean, most of the time when my phone's on it anyway, you're not going to see it. But when it's not, like I said, it goes like this. like that. Okay, I'm going to top coat it. Be right back. Sorry, my microphone wasn't on when I was doing this last section, so I'm going to do my best to voice over. So I mixed up 30 mLs of resin, and I'm just going to lift this up off the silicone mat, so in case it drips, it won't drip and adhere to the mat. Then you'll have more of a mess to clean up. So I'm lifting it off with these 3 glitter jars. You can use tape on the back if you're not too comfortable with putting a top coat on, or you could use liquid latex as well to keep the back. But I'm pretty comfortable with it, so I'm just going to go ahead and set this down and then put my top coat on here. So just take your resin, pour a little bit at a time, and you're just going to take either, you can use this little popsicle stick that I have, but I do like these little pens with the silicone rubber tip that I got from Amazon. I'll link everything below that I can to help you guys out if you don't know what I'm talking about. And you're just going to drag the silicone or whatever you're using to the edge. So you're just going to drag and pull it off the edge and it will adhere. It shouldn't go over. So just don't overfill the resin when you're top coating it and just drag it to the edge and then it will kind of dome itself. Now, don't dome it too high. Like I said, if you dome it too much, then it will start dripping over the edge. So you do have to kind of get a feel for it. It takes some practice because I did ruin a couple things that I had to resand down and start over again. So yeah, just it's pretty simple once you get the hang of it. While I'm doing this, I just want to say thank you guys again for coming in to see what I'm up to. I do really appreciate anyone who will subscribe or even hit the like button. It does take a lot of work for us YouTubers to put these together for you guys to learn. I've watched so many, and I'm so thankful to those people who took their time out to make the videos and post them on YouTube for me to learn. So I just want to give back a little bit too. But please, yeah, if you can subscribe, it's really the best form of support. That way we can keep doing this for you guys. Like I said, it does take quite a lot of time to put all this together. And I am so glad you came in. Please drop me a comment if you want to. I do read every comment. I love reading them. And I will give you a few end pictures of the final result. So stick around and enjoy the rest of this. You guys have a blessed day. Bye bye.